Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and issue number 312 of Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, part of the Spider-Geddon story. And it's both good and not good. Yeah, I don't really know where else to go with that. Not yet, at least. Not without further explanation. After, this issue is written by Sean Ryan. Juan Figueri did the pencils and inks. Jason Keith did the colors. VC's Travis Lanham did the letters, and the cover artists, Philip Tan and Rain Barretto. Okay, and Steve Ditko and Stan Lee, they are the creators of Spider-Man. So basically, Marlon is about to kill Peter Parker. Now, it's funny. Peter Parker says multiple times that, oh yeah, man, we fought before and I barely beat him. The second time we fought, he actually killed me. And this time, he's in the process of killing me right now. He barely gets saved by Miles Morales at like the last minute. He's actually got his energy being sucked out of him as we speak, just sucking it right out of him, right? And he barely gets away. J. Jonah Jameson has to save his life to get out of there. And then he turns around and he's like, okay, Jonah, get out of here. And then he gets captured again. And then he barely gets out of that. And like this guy, he's on his last web strand, bro. And what's he doing? Jackass is still cracking jokes. Come on, man. Look, there's two routes you can go with this. You can agree with me and say this doesn't feel life-threatening because of the constant jokes that he's making, even though it's inside of his head. Or you can go with the idea of, Professor, Peter Parker has always made jokes. Spider-Man has always made jokes. And either one of us is right. But me, the way that I'm seeing, look, it's one thing to be cracking jokes on somebody. But his internal dialogue, him just cracking jokes about this, it takes me out of, I don't feel like there's anything threatening. There's not one single panel in this entire comic book, as expertly as it's drawn and as beautiful as the panels itself without words, would make me believe, damn, Spider-Man's in trouble. Okay, this book is not quite written as well as back when Ditko, his final issue, when Spider-Man is pulling himself out of the machinery and all that stuff, that seminal main moment in Spider-Man's life, right? No, we don't actually get that, even though that's referenced along with a few other moments in here, is referenced also as Battle of Juggernaut and everything. But no, the thing that, like, just whatever, it's still really good as far as the art. And if there were no words, I would probably believe all of this so much better. It's funny. This and one other comic book that I talked about this week, both of them, without the words, I feel like it would have been better in some ways. And I'm talking about Red Hood Outlaw. While Red Hood Outlaw would have been just as good with or without words, this book would have been better without the words. I'm not here to try and disrespect Ryan on this. Sean Ryan. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but sorry. Peter Parker making jokes outwardly to insult someone is one thing. But internal dialogue, he's cracking jokes, he's not taking it seriously. So don't tell me that I'm supposed to fear for his life and really think that he's in any kind of trouble here. Even if he winds up getting killed, it'll be like a jump scare as opposed to actual terror. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch a movie, oh my God, he walked right into Jason Voorhees. That's, I jumped. It's a cheap thrill, right? But an actual horror like Hitchcockian. And I'm not saying that this has to be anywhere near Hitchcock level, but I don't feel that he's taking this seriously. He's not. No, that's not I don't feel. He's not taking this seriously. Him constantly talking about, oh, I almost died with this, I almost died with that. Marlon is one of the most dangerous people I've ever fought, blah, blah, blah. But then he's practically making knock jokes. No, sorry. I can't believe this comic book. I can't. The writing, what is written, not the writing, but what is written, rather, I cannot take this comic book seriously. So at the end, he's talking about, okay, this book is going to continue. I've got to use a trank gun on Marlon. You know what would have been cool? If he would have called up Kraven the Hunter. That would have been pretty cool also. This was an okay comic book. If you don't read it, it's better. Seriously, if you don't read the comic book, it's better. Just look at the pictures. Try and ignore the words. All right? In some regards, get white out. Again, I don't even care at this point how rude that sounds. But you can't tell me that I should take a comic book seriously if the comic book itself isn't taken seriously. If the main character isn't taking his life or death situation seriously. Seriously. Anyway, I just feel like it could have been written so much better by not having any jokes in the internal dialogue. Maybe one or two self-deprecating things between these past two issues. Maybe. But if Pete's not taking his life seriously, why the hell should I? Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.